Welcome to this release video. The release will be made available to you on Monday 10th of April 2017 just after 5 p.m. Today we're going to cover some of the new functionality that's been brought into this particular release. And the first of those is the Gender Pay Gap Report. The Gender Pay Gap Report will allow you to fulfill your statutory requirements when reporting on gender pay gap information. It should be noted that the Gender Pay Gap Report is only available to those customers with the Extended Payroll module. If you do not have the Extended Payroll module and would like the Gender Pay Gap Report, please do get in contact with your account manager. The Gender Pay Gap Report can be found within the System Tools, Exports and Reports area within the Diversity section. You'll notice there is a new Gender Pay Gap Report. When I run this particular report, the parameter screen shows me some additional information, the first of which is the relevant date, which is always the 5th of April, and in this instance it defaults to 2017. I can choose to include a breakdown of the figures or just provide the core figures that are needed for the gender pay gap information, and I can also run that and on advanced settings and pick from employees between a particular start date and leave date and choose to include leavers or not. Having run the Gender Pay Gap Report, it will provide me with the information that I need from a statutory perspective, including the pay gap mean percentage and pay gap median percentage, information on bonus pay, and also for both males and females, and also the 4 quartile information regarding the pay information as well. As with any report, I'm able to export this out to Excel or print this if necessary. If you'd like more information on gender pay gap reporting, we will be providing an additional white paper which will give you further information as well. In order to specify whether or not a particular pay element is part of the gender pay gap reporting, I can go to Lookup Tables, into Payroll, and within the Payment section, if I pick a particular element, in this instance basic salary, we can see that I've ticked that to be included in gender pay gap. If it was a pay element of a bonus, then I would tick that, and that information would then be included. If I do tick the gender bonus gap option, then I will need to specify the amount of days that is for. Another new function within this particular release is the capability to delete employees if required. Within System Tools, Utilities, in the Tools area, provided that you have the right set rights capabilities, there is a delete employee function. In order to delete an employee, I simply select them, in this instance Ian Bailey, confirm their employee number, and then type in my password. The reason that we ask you to do that is because deleting an employee record is irreversible. Once I've input my password, and click on delete, I will receive one more pop-up message just warning me that Ian Bailey will be permanently deleted from the system. If I confirm that, then that information will then be deleted. We've also included the powerful Where Clause tool within the Set Rights Roles function. Within System Tools Utilities, in the Company section, within Set Rights, I'm just going to create a new role, and this one's called Accounts. If I view that role, what I can see now is there is a Where clause available to me where there wasn't previously, which also includes the Where clause builder. If I click on this particular builder, in this instance I want to say that the department is equal to accounts, and therefore anybody that has the department of equal to accounts will be assigned to this particular role, and then I can obviously set the role as needed. Within the advanced section, what we'll also see in the secondary rights area is that the where clause is now available there to be used as well. And finally, a new function that enables users to change work patterns from days to hours and vice versa for the current absence year has also been added. If I find a particular employee, in this instance Diana Adams, go to her contract area, we can see that she works 37.5 hours, 5 days per week, an FTE of 1. What I want to do is actually change her work pattern. I'm going to change that to Monday to Friday, 9:30 till 2:30, 25 hours per week, 5 days per week, an FTE of 0.67. When I click on save, I do receive a pop-up that tells me changing to hours when there are days-based absence records in the current absence year is not permitted. However, I can now make this change by deleting the days-based absence records from the current year, and then I'm able to change the work pattern. So if there are absences that have occurred within the current absence year, I can go back, delete those particular records, change the employee to hours per week, and then add the absences back in. Well, that's everything that's been added to this particular release. We hope that you continue to enjoy using the system. Please do not hesitate to get in contact if there's anything that you would like us to work on in the future.